While Mel gets herself into therapy, we're going to go on to our next topic. So whoever thinks working in government isn't sexy has clearly never worked in France. French President Emmanuel Macron was photographed in this steamy embrace with his sports minister at the Paris Olympics opening ceremony. So is this just the French being French, or is this out of line? What do you guys think? Cynthia, what do you think?
Okay. First of all, I love the guy who's standing beside them. He's just kind of like, yeah. But I wonder, I'll just say this, we don't have the footage of this in real time, and I wonder if we were watching this, if it would have happened super quick and we wouldn't have made a big deal. It's the frozen in time shot. And the hand around the neck.
I have to say this is about as French can get.
Okay, all right.
Okay, this is where if you look at it through a French lens versus a North American lens, yeah, to us, this looks wild. Yeah. Here's the thing we're lacking here is context. So because we don't have video, we do have some photos. And I'm gonna tell you why this is a nothing burger. Because just before and just after, we do have photos. And guess who is standing right next to Macron, and you don't see it in the photo?
His wife.
His wife. His wife.
I know.
Okay, she is the blonde lady, not the blonde with the scarf. She's the blonde on to his left.
Yeah.
That's his wife. So she was there before, during, and after the kiss. By the way, it's called la bise en français. This is the multiple cheek kiss.
Yeah.
North Americans, we like about 4 feet of personal space. The French are about 18 inches. And I gotta tell you something. You know where this is never a story, and it's not a story? In France today.
Yeah.
I checked all of the top newspapers, La France, La Parisienne, Le Figaro. I checked all of them. This story does not exist in France because it's not a story.
Yeah, absolutely right. It's not a story for them because it's a cultural thing. But I want to ask you, Dalton, because your lovely wife is backstage, right? And I'm just wondering, what do you think? You guys have been together for how long?
Yeah, long time.
Okay.
Very long time.
What do you think her reaction would be if she saw a picture of you with a woman's hand clasped behind that neck of yours?
Right, yeah.
How would she react?
The reaction would not be good. I'd be like sleeping on your couch, like somewhere else. Not your couch. But just to echo some of the sentiment, Melissa, like, yeah, in France, having, been to Paris, it's like the first time I went there for a conference, I'm just like, I find that people in North America, we're like the kissing police, you know what I mean? So we're like, is it okay to kiss on the cheeks, you know what I mean? Or the neck, or, or downright French kissing, obviously not. So I think it's a more Western phenomenon, to be honest. It's not in the news in Paris, in the broader France. It's not an issue, it's a non-issue. And when I was out there too, I remember like, this concept of nude beaches, right? So I remember we're out there going, yeah, there's nude beaches everywhere. And it's stuff that here, in Toronto, Canada, we'd be horrified, people walking around naked, but like, that's a part of the day-to-day there. It's not, it's a non-issue.
And there's misogyny in this story because everyone's blaming her because of the hand, and it looks like she's the one leaning in.
Grip there,
but
Melissa.
I'm going to tell you something. But to me, I will say I'm going to say that's misogyny because if you look at Macron, he's not just doing this with women. He also does this with men. Take a look.
Yes.
Take a look. He also does this with men.
Look, he's trying to...
Wait for it.
Look at Trump.
Yes.
Trump is like, no, thank you.
So you see the American versus the European. There's a culture clash here.
What we see is a man who's not accustomed to being touched and a man who
kisses a lot.
You know what? This story, I think we've said everything that needs to be said, but you know what this triggers in me? I actually work with a very famous on-air personality once who had a habit of walking up to random people, grabbing them with that grip behind their neck and pressing his closed mouth on theirs for 2 to 4 seconds at any time of the day, all the time. So now, because I saw this story, and I understand culturally everybody's different, and I understand that, but there's something about the hand on the back of the neck that doesn't allow you the freedom to go, no, thank you. Yeah. And I think that is what's triggering us North Americans. It's like, you're not giving me an option here.
It's like, there's a thin line between like cultural nuances and something that's totally gross. That's totally gross.
Again, Brigitte, his wife, is just fine. We'll just have you all know, okay?
Hey there, what did you think? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. See you soon.